Welcome to high school football. This evening's game comes to you from St. Albans, and it's the game between the BFA Bobwhites hosting the Rutland High Red Raiders. Tonight's game features the 1-1 BFA Bobwhites. The Bobwhites losers in their winners in their first game over Milton, and losing the second game last week to Mount Anthony 35-6. The Raiders coming into the game 0-2, losing the opening game against the Hartford Hurricanes 29-12, and last week playing a tough game, losing to Brattleboro in overtime 13-10. Mark Carboneau along with Mike Coloutti tonight from St. Albans. We've got Brian Mayhew on the camera. And we're getting ready for the kickoff. The Raiders will receive.
Well, the Raiders are going into the win to start off, Mark. It's blowing into their faces, so it's going to be tough for them to throw off the bat like they were able to, start to do last week. That may force them into a ground game, at least to start off, maybe until they switch to the ends of the field. But I have a feeling these kids are pumped up, and
I think so.
And they're really itching for a win.
Let's see who's back there for the Raiders. Looks like that Stempak, 46.
46 is
and
Mike
Frank
Stempak.
Vaccaro, number 24.
Yeah.
So Vaccaro and Stempak are back deep for the Raiders to receive the kickoff. And we're going to have football here momentarily. It is windy, Mike, like you mentioned. It's not cold, though. It's not too bad, really.
No. It always is windy up here, though. I can remember we came up when we were freshmen. Our kids were freshmen, and it was always a windy place to play.
Okay, we're ready to go here. The Bobwhites, and there's the kick. It's a good one there. It's oh, wait a minute. We got whistles, and let's see what's going on.
A couple flags on the field.
Could be an offside against BFA, possibly, or
looks like they're picking up the kicking tee.
Speculating right off the bat here.
Yeah. Well,
let's see.
The other night we had to speculate because the referees wouldn't tell us what was going on.
There you go. I think it'll be a little different tonight here.
Yeah. Looks like a 5-yard penalty.
Senior crew out here, so
offside.
So the Bobwhites will kick it over again here, and the Raiders will get ready to receive. Boy, look at those light poles there. Those things are moving too much.
Yeah.
That wind is really whipping here.
Sure is.
Vaccaro and Stempak back to receive for the Raiders.
And that wind is blowing right to left, here, but it's actually coming. It's coming diagonal across the field, and that's what carried that ball out of bounds that first time.
Picked it right up. You can see it swirling around here. So here we go. We're going to try again, and this one's really short. It's taken by an up man. A fair catch is called for by Ben Anderson.
Yep.
So Anderson covers for the Raiders, and I'll tell you, the Raiders are in real good shape here. They'll go 1st and 10. We got Brian Penny, the quarterback. Looks like in the backfield we got Vaccaro and Stempak, the running backs. Let's catch some of these numbers here, Mike.
They're going to be hard. It's going to be hard to see the BFA numbers. They've got white on yellow. That's always been a problem up here.
Yeah, it has
with
been.
theirs.
He's got McIntyre split wide right. Brent Bliss is the tight end.
Parisi playing right tackle. Can't see who's on the left side.
We'll get that line here momentarily. Let's see as we hand off, and it goes to Vaccaro, and he's up pretty close to about the BFA 45, or actually the Raider 45-yard line. Tackle
By Aaron Peer from Mount Anthony.
Okay, so it'll be a 2nd down for the Raiders. 2nd and about 4 to go here. The ball on the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Opening drive here for Rutland.
Mount Anthony goes 5 men down, 6 men down.
Penny barks them out, and we got whistles here. No, they're going to call
Rutland.
Yep.
Motion.
Okay, so it's motion against the Raiders. That's going to knock them back 5 yards. So we're looking at, let's see, it'll be a 2nd.
2nd and about 8 or 9 down the other end.
About 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Penny, the quarterback. Let's see, number 12. That would be, let's see, Tommy Ferrani. Tom Ferrani in for the Raiders. He's split wide right. Stempak and Vaccaro in the backfield. And a gift of a Carl. Frankie coming around that side there. And BFA strings it out pretty good. We got a flag at the end of the play. Let's see what this is all about.
That could have been holding.
Came down late.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it's a
clip against Rutland. And Rutland starting already up on the wrong foot here with penalties right off the bat.
They got themselves a hole here early. They were looking at a 2nd and 9, and this is going to drop back even further.
Yeah. It's going to be, and again, it's going to be tough to throw into this wind. So
I don't think you'll see him go to the air right away.
I don't think so.
They want to test this BFA defensive line there, and with good reason.
Well, I think they think they can run against them, and they just need to, get away from the penalties here to start off with, and
well, they're not a big line really to speak of. There's a couple of fellows there that pretty good size, but other than that, so we got a 2nd and 20 now for the Raiders. The ball on their own 25-yard line. A drive that started at their own 42, and the handoff
looks like a fumble,
and BFA recovers.
Yep.
So the Bob Whites will go to work here. The Raiders with the miscue, and it's Bob White football here.
Well, Rutland getting off to a slow start here. These 2 or 3 penalties right off the bat, and then a fumble. That's the problem with going on offense first. You have those the beginning of the game jitters, and what happens is you take the chance, and unfortunately they didn't come out so well.
Okay, Saragusa, Matt Saragusa, the quarterback for BFA to hand off, and right into the middle. That's a good run.
Yes.
Trying to pick up the number of the back there. Looked like, was that Danny Farr, number 25? Let's see what he gets off the bottom of the... Boy, those numbers are tough to pick up, right?
Yeah, they're going to be tough.
26.
26.
Chad Hawkins on the carry for BFA, so it's a first...
They're
change. It was a 1st and 10 on the 25. They're inside the Raider.
Pretty good hole right over that left tackle spot.
Inside the Raider 15, so they go to work here. 2nd and about 1. The ball's on the 16-yard line of Rutland. Saragusa, the quarterback. There's a handoff, and let's see.
Well, they tried the same spot, and they didn't make it that time. But he did get first down.
Well, they needed 1.
Yeah.
That's Aaron Pyre on the carry for the Bob Whites. So it's another first down for BFA. 9:59 left in the first quarter here. We're here at St. Albans for the game between the BFA Bob Whites and the Rutland High Red Raiders. Saragusa, the quarterback. He's got Pyre and Hawkins in the backfield. Here's the give. Coming around the left end there, and knocked out of bounds just before the end zone.
Taken out by number 21, Dana Atwood, just short of the goal line.
So Atwood on the stop, and like you're right, Mike. These numbers are tough. Number 21, that's Pyre again.
And the fact that the lights are right in their face doing this now, Mark.
No, that's Papelo. Okay, they got a host of running backs here. They're not afraid to use them. So Papelo gets a carry. 2nd and 3 here for the Bob Whites, and the ball is on the 4-yard line of Rutland.
Rutland needs to dig in here and stop them if they can, and this will be a good test for that front defensive line.
Got a man in motion. The give is right up the middle.
I don't see any hands going up in the air, and unfortunately, we're not high enough to see who's making some of these tackles. A couple of people different people coming in for Rutland. 54.
I got the 1st and goal now.
Yeah.
1st and goal, ball on the 4-yard line.
Did see Greg Birajiklian coming in.
Well, Greg's been bothered by a nagging neck injury there. That picked it up in the last game against Brattleboro last week, and good to see him back in action. Not sure how long he'll be able to stay in there. Here's the keeper by the quarterback, Saragusa.
Looks like I could see Leonard Downey from here. I'm sure there's a flag on the play.
Got some pushing and shoving in that line, Mike, after the play, and a flag went down.
Yeah.
We're not sure exactly what the story is here.
Well, it could be
Okay, we got
personal
foul against the Raiders, and
that's going to give them first down. You know, they can't get much closer.
He's got to bring it half the distance, which isn't much really.
Yeah, the referee kind of reached out there and pulled it a few inches, and they're going to try it again. BFA's got 4 chances now to punch it across from about the 1 foot. No, it's going to be second down. I'm surprised.
Well, I am too. They haven't changed the marker over there, so that's reading a second down here.
Yeah.
Second goal for the Bob Whites. Siragusa, the quarterback. He's got the full house backfield. We got a man in motion. There's a pitch. They go right up to shoot again. It's a touchdown, BFA. So the Bob Whites on the board first here with 8:43 in the first quarter. And we'll take a short break. The score, BFA 6, Rutland nothing. They're going to try, hold on here. We'll keep it right here for the extra point try.
Yeah.
Got ahead of myself there, Mike. The Raiders...
Well, we're so used to, you know, getting cut off.
That's right, right. The Raiders, unfortunately, had some tough breaks there. They got a couple of costly penalties, and...
well, if you sit down and you look at what happens after a game, and a lot of times the things that make the difference are the penalties. You know, the penalties, and the fumbles, and that's what hurts the team the most. And it's starting right off for Rutland this first quarter.
Got Aaron Pyer here attempting the extra point attempt. And the snap is high. He put it down, changed his mind. He's going to throw it, and nothing there.
He threw it out of the end zone.
Okay, so as the teams come up the field, the score here is BFA 6 and Rutland nothing. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back at St. Albans here, ready for the kickoff.
And the ball falls off the tee.
I said that when we were off the air. I said, you watch that ball fall off the tee here. The Raiders had the ball. They lost it on a turnover, fumble, and BFA scored. There's the kickoff. It's picked up by Vaccaro. Switches the direction now, and he's going
and he's
low on his feet. Look out here. He's got one man to beat, Mike. And he gets by him. Frankie Vaccaro at the 40, 30, 35, 20, 50, 10. Touchdown, baby. Rutland High School. Frank Vaccaro took the kickoff. And
where have we seen that before?
Unbelievable. Deja vu all over again, right?
I guess so. I thought sure they had Frankie down on about the 20-yard line, and he shuffled back and forth, and I knew that even though it went through his hands, he was going to go back and pick it up. And
doing the extra points for Jeff McFerrin, that's right.
I think Rutland's having trouble deciding who's supposed to be out there and who's not, but I guess they...
Oh, this could be costly here.
I guess they've taken a timeout.
Okay.
I see Norman on the field, so we're going to take a break here, folks, and we'll be right back.
Okay, back at St. Albans, the Raiders going for the extra points here. It's a tie ball game. They're trying to, and they did. They tried to draw BFA offsides, and it worked.
Yeah.
And that's going to draw them in that much closer. I think it's a smart move, Mike, going for that 2-point conversion here. At this point of the game. Now, I don't know. Let's see what Coach Norman...
well, he's got the wind at his face, and that may be part of the reason why he's not going to try kicking it.
Okay, Penny, the quarterback. He's got Stempak.
Carl.
And the give is... He made it! We're not sure who got the ball here, Mike.
Tough to see the numbers. It looks like 46.
46. Mike Stempak gets the extra points, and as the two teams come up the field, it's Rutland High Red Raiders 8 and the Bob Whites of BFA 6. We'll be right back. Back at St. Albans here, and it's first quarter action. 8:23 left in the quarter, and the Raiders have stormed back here to take the lead in this one on a run by Frankie Vaccaro, which electrified the Raider offense there, and the Raider contingent here along the sidelines. There's the kick, dropped and finally recovered. Got some pushing and shoving there at the end of the play, but no harm. So the Bob Whites will go to work, 1st and 10, and the ball is, let's see, just about at their own 30, well, we'll call it the 32. Ball on the BFA 32-yard line. Mark Carboneau along with Mike Coloutti tonight here from St. Albans. Brian Mayhew on the camera for Channel 15. Public access television here in Rutland. This is Siragusa, the quarterback for the Bob Whites. Here's the give. 26, that's Hawkins, and the stop made down there by the Raiders.
That's number 88.
Jake Conway.
Jake Conway.
Chad Hawkins on the carry and Conway on the stop for the Raiders.
About 7 yards on that carry. They got a good block on the end, and Rutland's going to have to figure out how to stop that if they're going to, stop BFA tonight, because in a number of plays they've gone around that around the ends.
You'll see very few passes from BFA.
Yeah.
They're grind them out team,
Right.
stick to it on the ground. Second and third here, or second and 3 yards to go. Ball on the Bob White 38-yard line. Siragusa, the quarterback. He's got a couple of backs there. Got a man split wide right. And here's Hawkins again. Gets the carry. Still on his feet. Up to well, he's over the 50-yard line.
Tackled by Mark Barassa coming out of the left end position, left or right end. I'm not sure what side Mark was lined up on.
Had some help there from 23, Jeff McFerrin, also for the Raiders.
Mark was lined up on the left end side.
Come on, D!
So that brings up a 1st and 10 here for BFA. 7:08 left, first quarter action here. The Raiders on top, 8-6. And it is breezy tonight. Siragusa here with the at the quarterback position. Again, this is Hawkins, and Vaccaro had a hold of him, and Barassa finished him off. He had some help there from number 11, Ben Anderson, and
BFA still pounding that left side, Mark.
they must see
something there on that left side, and they're continuing to hit it. They're getting anywhere from 3 to 5 yards a carry.
If I'm not mistaken, they haven't tried the right side at all yet.
No, they haven't. I don't believe they have. It is early.
Okay.
And I'm sure they're probably going to their big boys on their line on that left side.
Siragusa here faced with a 2nd down and 6 now for the Bob Whites. There's the pitch. This is Hawkins again, still on his feet. And he's finally wrestled out of bounds there by Pat Dwyer, number 17. Aaron Pyre was the
ball carrier on that one.
Yep. For BFA, so a big gain for the Bob Whites, and it puts him in Raider territory. The ball on the
Come on, defense!
It's about on the 20-yard. Well, it's short of the 20-yard line, Mark. About the 22.
All right, we'll call it the 22. It's 1st and 10. 6:07 left. Raiders up here, 8-6. First quarter action from St. Albans tonight. Siragusa, the quarterback. Barks him out here now. And he gives to the first man through.
And again, over that left side.
They're getting some huge chunks of real estate out there, Mike.
70. Justin Reed and number 51, Mike Smiler, the guard and tackle on that side, doing a pretty good job of opening up that hole.
So you got guys like that. You got the running backs here, Pyre and Hawkins there. They can run all night. The Raiders are going to have to shore up that defense here at this point. 2nd down, about 15 to go here. They're 2nd down and 2. The ball is on the 15-yard line. Siragusa hands it off. He's got plenty of room. That's Hawkins finally coming up to, let's see.
He was tripped up by Frankie Vaccaro.
So Vaccaro on the stop for the Raiders.
But they got the first down, Mark.
Well, they needed 2. And it's an automatic first down. The ball, let's see, resting on, see, it's just inside that 15-yard line, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it's just about, well, the ball was right on the 10-yard line.
Right on the 10, okay.
Right on the 10-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you.
21 came in for Rutland. Dana Atwood, I believe, just shuffled in. Hey, you know, you almost have to believe they're going to go left again, Mark.
Okay, so we're looking at a 1st and goal here. The ball on the 9-yard line, and there's again, left side, still on his feet, and he got just about down to the goal line there, I believe. Well, maybe about a yard short of that. Let's see who the ball carrier was, Mike. I didn't happen to pick up the numbers there.
No, it's tough to see.
Pyre. He's got Pyre and he's got Hawkins he's been using tonight. Also, there's
Peploff.
Paplo in there too. Those are the 3 backs for the Bob Whites. So we're looking at a second goal, the ball on the 2-yard line. Saragusa barks him out here for BFA.
Well, that's the first time that I've seen him go to the right side. I think they probably anticipated Rutland shuffling to their left to cover that left side, and they thought they'd go right, and it didn't fool them.
Well, they stopped him. Mark Barassa and 77 Leonard Downey on the stop for the Raiders. So that time maybe they know something about the right side, pretty much to stay away from the right side of the line.
Well, they got big Leonard Downey on that side, and if they've scouted the games, they know that Leonard's tough to go through.
That he is. So we're looking at the 3rd and goal, the ball on the 2. We're down to about 3:40 left, first quarter action. There's the give, and he's coming around the side. Good stop, but he's still he got
touchdown.
Well, the second effort got him in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what the number is. It's that Pyre or is Hawkins? No, it was Hawkins getting the touchdown. Hawkins scores for the Bob Whites, and it's 12-8 now. BFA out in front. We'll have the conversion here coming up momentarily. Again, like you said, Mike, earlier, they keep pounding the left side of that Raider line, and obviously some adjustments have to be made there. See what they can be. Okay, let's see. The Bob Whites here lining up. Looks like they're going for the 2-point conversion here.
Yeah,
okay.
They are.
So they're going for the 2. They lead 12-8 with 3:32 left in the first quarter of play here. Saragusa barks him out here at quarterback. There's the handoff, and that time the left side again.
He's got it.
Going in, standing up.
Leonard got a hand on him, but not enough to stop him. And BFA leads 14-8 here going.
Okay, as the 2 teams come up the field to score, BFA 14 and Rutland 8. We'll be back. Hey, back at St. Albans here, and it's 3:32 left, first quarter action. The Bob Whites of BFA 14 and the Rutland High Red Raiders 8. Now the last time we had the kickoff here, Mike, Frankie Vaccaro.
You think they'll kick it to Frankie's side this side? The wind is blowing in his direction.
It's going that way. Obviously,
they may not have much choice.
He's lined up on that side for a reason. There it goes, and Vaccaro's going to get it at about the 15 of the Raiders. He's still on his feet. Look out! He's over midfield. Nope, not quite. Got about
to
just
get
46.
To get back to the 50-yard line, that's pretty good.
It is. Frankie Vaccaro there with the run on the kickoff, and he gets comes up just short of the 50. About well, we'll call it the 46, 47-yard line. So the Raiders will go to work, 1st and 10. They trail in the ball game, 14-8. We got 3:24 left in the first quarter of play.
Okay, BFA lined up with 4 men down this time. I mean, they started off with 6 down. Now they're 4, actually 3. The right end is standing.
Penny the quarterback. He's got Stempak in motion. And Bryant's going to go back. He's rolling, and he's got Stempak with the reception. And they're in Bob White territory.
Well, maybe the way they're going to establish their run is open up with the pass here and get these guys loosened up, and then maybe set Frankie free. That was a nice pass by Penny to Stempak.
Penny to Stempak on the reception, and the Raiders with another first down here. The ball is on the BFA 47-yard line. 2:59 left, first quarter action, and the Raiders trail in this one 14-8. That could very well be, Mike. They may go to the air a little bit here and open things up.
You're going to pitch
There's
it out.
a pitch back to Vaccaro, and he gets just about to the BFA 40-yard line.
Tough to see the numbers out here, folks, on the BFA side. Here, we'd like to give you some names, but
it is tough to pick them up.
That white on yellow is.
Well, I know what Jack Healy means
when he said it was tough to see him.
And when you got rain and mud, it's that makes it that much tougher.
The wind is not slowed down at all up here. No. It's the same as it was when we started.
I might point out that we're on the bleachers. We're on the top of the bleachers. We weren't. weren't able to get inside the booth there. Our cameraman's getting some good shots. Here's Penny now, and he's rolling out. He's got somebody out there. That's Brent Bliss with the reception. He gets to the BFA 30-yard line.
That'll be a first down, Mark. Getting their rollout pass where they where Penny's got time to for his receivers to get loose has worked well for him.
I think they can use that all night.
Yeah.
I think it's something that that will definitely show them some good opportunity out there, Mike. They really haven't run the ball to speak of.
No, they haven't. Frankie hasn't had much room. Tom Ferrani just comes in with the play.
So we got Ferrani in there at the wideout. Tom will be split wide right. He's got Stempak is split wide left. And he's back to pass. It's tipped up, and boy, they got a break there. It wasn't picked off.
I believe that was number. Geez,
well, I saw a hand go up, but I couldn't tell you the number.
Number 62 from BFA. Jason Furkey. No, did I say 62? That's Derek Reed. 62.
Ferrani is out, and Ryan McIntyre into the ball game now for the Raiders. Up over the ball, George Aspinwall, number 50 for the Raiders. Brian Penny, the quarterback. Vaccaro and Jeff McFerrin in the backfield. Here's Penny now, rolling right, keeps it himself. He's got some room out there. Takes a shot, and there's a shot out of bounds, and the referee is standing right there. You got to have a flag on that one, Mike.
Three flags are down on that one, Mark.
I mean, he took a shot from two different guys. I mean, come on.
Maybe that'll be 30 yards instead of 15, huh?
Well, they should. One for each one, really. But the play covered some good ground there by Brian Penny, the quarterback, and
Ryan McIntyre going in, and Ben Anderson coming in, or I should say Ryan McIntyre going out, Ben Anderson coming in with the play.
Pretty play. I think you're right. I think they had to get 30 yards on that one.
Well, I guess they got 15 out.
Well, nobody can accuse us of being homers, right?
No.
No, we just play by the rules.
I guess they got 10 out of it. Didn't he go out on the 20?
I think he did. So we got first and 10, the ball on the 11. And we got 1:22 left in the quarter. The Raiders find themselves down here 14-8, but they're driving with the ball on the 11-yard line of BFA. Penny gives it to Vaccaro, and he gets close to the 5.
Not a lot of running room in there, Mark.
No, there isn't.
BFA boys seem to fill that center up pretty good.
That's only about the third carry, I believe, from scrimmage. So you got to like what the Raiders are doing. They're mixing it up here. They're going to the air, and I thought with the wind the way it was, the way it's swirling around here.
Well, we're up a little bit higher than they are,
well,
so maybe maybe it's not going to affect it. And as long as they aren't long passes, and he keeps them 10, 15 yards or 8, 10 yards, he may be okay.
All right, Penny comes up over the center now, and fakes one way. He's in trouble, and he's not going to get out of this one. He's finally stopped back about the 11 or 12-yard line. Got about 25 seconds left in the first quarter. It'll be a third down and about 7 now. Third and 12.
Well, it's going to be third and goal because there's no, or is it?
Well, they've got 12 on the.
I guess they can make first down.
Right.
It's just short of the.
They'd have to get right to the goal line to make the first down. So
it looks like they're going to get a playoff in this quarter. So we're going to have to break. And,
okay, that'll do it after one quarter play. It's BFA 14 and the Rutland High Red Raiders 8. We'll be back shortly.
Okay, folks, we're back here at St. Albans, where the St. Albans Bob Whites are hosting the Rutland Raiders. The Bob Whites lead 14-8, and we've just started the second quarter. Rutland is third and about 12 on the Bob White 12-yard line. Penny calling the shots here with Vaccaro and Stempak in the background. We have a flag on the play already. See
procedure, Mike. Yeah.
Let's see that the.
Unfortunately, I'm telling you, the Raiders here, they're golden opportunity. They got a third and 12. And for some reason, they just can't get it together here. The penalties are hurting them.
Yeah, well, it'll be the second or third time we're in a situation where penalties have really made a difference. Okay, so now they got about third and 17.
Chris Mayhew in the ball game for the Raiders.
Well, they'll probably go in the air. They got the wind at their back. They got to make up some yardage here. Stempic in motion to the left. Mayhew split wide left and
oh, incomplete.
Incomplete. He had it, just couldn't hold on. And I believe that was Chris Mayhew. Yeah, that was Chris Mayhew.
Well, let's see what they do here. We got 4th and 17 now.
Yeah. Now it's good. It's a good possibility with the wind at their back. They may go for a field goal. I see McFerrin.
I see Jeff out there. Yeah.
Yeah. He's putting the tee down. So it looks like Rutland may go for the field goal.
Well, the snap is the important thing. We've got Ben Anderson, the holder.
And they've got the wind at their back, so...
About, what would this be, about a 30 or... Yeah, just about a 30-yarder, isn't it, Mike? Or is it that? No, it's...
10... it's going to get blocked.
Yeah.
And it was blocked. I couldn't tell who blocked it. BFA is going to take over on their own 25-yard line, and Rutland unsuccessful. They got a good break and a 15-yard penalty. They brought them up close to the 10-yard line, but penalties hurt them again. And they're faced with stopping this. This BFA running game right now over the Rutland's right side.
Well, the Bob Whites seem to be running at will, really, on that on the left side of the Raider line here. So far during the first, at least during the first quarter.
Well, I can't see from here who's in the backfield for BFA.
This is tough.
It's going to be right up the middle, and
that's good defense there, Mike. They even came up with the football, but I think it was a little bit too late there.
Yeah. So BFA, I think, looks like they gained about a yard and a half, 2 yards on the carry. So well, I take that back. The guy moving the flag has moved it back to where it started. So no gain on the play.
It's like Mike Stempic came up to make the stop there for the Raiders. I believe Pyre was a ball carrier.
And BFA is faced with 2nd and 10 on their own 20-yard line, or I should say 25-yard line. Let's see. Again, I can't see the numbers here, so I can't help you out.
Well, you get somebody jumped. I don't know if it was. I don't know if there was a Raiders or who it was really. Okay, that one's against BFA, Mike.
Well, that'll march off 5 yards, and they'll be faced with 2nd and about 15, and they're on their 20-yard line now. BFA. It seems good for Rutland that there's a few penalties against.
They need that.
The team. They need a few breaks here to get them going and get their momentum going. Number 26, Chad Hawkins in motion to the left, and handoff to.
Like Hawkins got the ball there, Mike. That was a good play by the Raider defense. They see who the man on the bottom is getting up there.
It might be Mark Barras on that right
51,
side.
Right. Well, Frankie Parisi was in there also, number 70,
And it was about a yard or two on the carry.
Well, if the Raider defense can hold here, Mike, they'll get the ball back in pretty good shape. And like you said, they'll have the wind. The wind will be at BFA's. Be blown right into their face.
Right into their face. So
that'll have an advantage. Let's see what the defense can do here.
And 3rd and about 12. BFA drops back, and it's a handoff to up the middle.
Well, they came up short at any rate.
Yeah.
Well, that time the Raider defense stiffened, Mike. I'm not sure exactly who made. Brent Bless on the stop.
Yeah. I believe that was Chad Hawkins on the carry, and BFA has got 4th and about 6, so they'll drop back and punt. Back for Rutland is Mike Stempic, and I believe
is that McIntyre?
McIntyre,
right.
yeah.
Boy.
It's a low hit, a low kick.
Look out. Almost hit a Raider.
Oh, no.
My God.
And that's going to be a BFA ball. Not sure who it was. Rutland player tried to jump over the ball and it caught his foot. And BFA is going to take over on the 50-yard line.
Tough play, I'll tell you. That
hardest thing to do is to try to tell them to keep keep away from the ball when it's on the ground like that.
Unfortunately, the Bob Whites are going to get the ball back, and that's one thing as a coach you never want to see happen. But unfortunately, it did. It hit a Raider player, and the Bob Whites are back in business, Mike.
Okay, 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. There's a handoff to number 26, and his flag's on the play.
Well, you know, it's got to be one of two things, either a
holding or
a face man. It looked like he's...
That was a nice run by Chad Hawkins from BFA, but I think it's all for nothing.
Okay, good. That's
going to be...
got a holding against the BFA, Mike.
Yeah. That'll put them back on about the 40-yard line, their own 40.
So both teams experiencing some difficulties, right?
Yeah, with penalties.
Of course, those are the things you look at. You look back and you see where you made your mistakes, and hopefully you can make the adjustments and keep your heads in the game here.
Okay, there's a whistle. Timeout for, it's on the referee's timeout. I don't believe it's going to last very long here. Although they are going to this, not sure what
I don't know what that call is, but it's against the Raiders.
I'm not sure. Doesn't look like they're moving the ball. I guess we'll have to.
Boy, that's one on me. I don't know. They didn't move the ball, and
maybe it was a warning or something.
Could be. It could be a warning. Let's see.
Anyways, Bob White's are faced with 1st and about 20 on their own 40-yard line. Suffered a 10-yard penalty. Handoff up the middle to, again, number 26.
That's Hawkins.
And Hawkins gets about 5 to 7 yards on the carry.
Well, again, the Raider defense here has got to step it up and.
Well, they need to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong. Maybe shuffle some people around to, I see that Greg Birajiklian is now at left tackle, and Leonard is in his right tackle position.
Downey and Birajiklian in there. Shore up that Raider line.
Second, still about 18 yards. BFA. We're 33 in motion. Hand off again to, no, it's a pitch out to number 42, I believe, or is that?
That's a good stop there by Stempak on that one. Let's see who that was. Was it 30?
It was the quarterback. That was 12.
Okay,
that was Matt Saragusa.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get much there, Mike.
No.
What are they looking at here? About
3rd and about almost 4. Yeah, 3rd and about 14. It's a big 3rd down play for Rutland. They need to hold them here, and BFA will be probably forced to punt. BFA comes over the ball.
You could feel the intensity in that Raider defense there somewhat, Mike.
Yeah.
Want to make up for those miscues earlier. There you go. There you go. I'm not sure.
Rutland blitzed. I think they blitzed both inside linebackers that time and messed up the timing there for BFA. And it looks like they're going to have 4th and about 20, so they'll punt.
That was an excellent job by the Raider defense to stop the Bob Whites that time around. And fortunately now, let's see.
Looks like Stempak and McIntyre back for Rutland. BFA is punting into the wind.
Boy, it is swirling too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boy, look at the wind keep that baby up.
Picked by McIntyre. He gets to about the 50-yard line, and Rutland will take over 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Well, that's a good return by Ryan McIntyre out there. He comes up just short of the 50-yard line, Mike.
Well, I won't need numbers now, Mark.
No, we know
that was tough doing that BFA side, I'll tell you.
We know the offense, that's for sure.
Okay, Rutland has 1st and 10 with 6:30 left in the game, or left in the second quarter. Rutland comes up over the ball. Stempic split wide left, Vaccaro and McFerrin in the backfield. Brent Bliss calling the shots. He drops back and he's going to go long.
He's got time.
But it's going to be over the top of McIntyre's head, almost down to the goal line. And they'll be forced to go try it again at 2nd and 10.
Well, one thing was nice to see. He was getting plenty of time from that offensive line, Mike. So,
well, he's got the win in his face. He's got 6 minutes left in this quarter. And, you know, Rutland would like to put a score on the board here before they go in at halftime.
Well, they need to come away with something here. They can't go down and come up empty-handed here, definitely. They put together, they've been helped by some penalties, and they put together a couple nice drives to come up on the short end. They need to do something here.
So they've got 2nd and 10 on their own 50-yard line. Again, McFerrin and Vaccaro in the backfield. Stempic split wide left, McIntyre wide right. And it's a handoff to Vaccaro up the middle. Either Vaccaro or McFerrin, I couldn't tell. That was McFerrin. McFerrin gets about 2 or 3 yards on the play, and they're going to have 3rd and about 8.
Well, so far they went back to the ground. He opened up with the air, and now they've gone back to the running game. So she mentioned the wind. That wind has to be a factor. I mean,
I would think so, but certainly in Rutland's favor right now.
Right now,
towards the end of this this quarter. Again, Vaccaro at tailback, McFerrin lined up at the up back position, and 2 split wide right, and Penny tries to step forward to get some time, and he's taken down for a loss of about 3 yards, and they're going to be faced with a 4th and about 10 on their 50-yard line.
Boy, that was a tough play there.
Yeah.
Well, one thing they do have in their favor, like we mentioned, is the wind, and
certainly if they decide to punt, and they probably.
We had a flag on the field there, Mike. He's just picking it up now. I didn't see it was up to the far side over there.
Sure looks like it's against BFA.
Boy, it's a big one.
Yeah, it is.
Look at this. What's that, unsportsmanlike? Or?
Another big break here for Rutland. You know, late in this second quarter.
Had to be possibly a late hit, maybe, or a face mask, one or the other.
I didn't see the call. And again, Rutland with a big break here. Now they've got 1st and 10 on the BFA.
Well, the key here is
35-yard line.
Run the clock.
Right, they got to
clock to your advantage.
They got to use the clock to advantage. They got to move the ball on the ground. But maybe they'll use this win to their advantage. Hand off to Vaccaro up the left side. Vaccaro picks up 5 yards on the carry, and they'll have 2nd and about 5.
Well, that's what they need to do then. Sustain a nice drive. If you have to, keep it on the ground and use up that clock. There's plenty of time, Mike. We're down to 4:45 here, but they can cash in on one here. That boy, they'd be golden.
Yeah, they need to like you say, they need to establish a ground game here. They need to keep things moving. They need to eat up the clock. And maybe surprise this BFA team with a big pass here when the time is right. Because like I say, they certainly got the wind at their back. Penny barks them out. Hand off to Vaccaro off the right tackle. Vaccaro's still on his feet, and he gets himself a 1st down around the 20-yard line.
Well, he got a nice chunk of real estate there, Mike. Keep the drive going here for the Raiders.
Well, you know, they don't need a very big hole for Frankie. All they got to do is just hold those blocks for just a split second. Give him time to get out in that secondary, and it's going to take somebody fast to run him down.
I like what they're doing here offensively, though. They've got a fresh 4 downs to go. They've got 4 minutes left. Really not in any hurry. That's
no, they got plenty of time on the clock. Big George Asenwall at the center there. Penny on the shots. Stempic in motion. Hand off again to Vaccaro. And no hole. There was nothing there where he was supposed to go, so he takes a sidestep to the right, but that hole was filled up quick, and they've got a second down, about 10. 3:33 left in the first half.
Now it will be interesting to see what happens here with a 2nd and 10. You know, normally as a running down, you don't want to put the ball in the air at this point. Not sure who just came into the game there.
Well, that was Penny. He must have taken a
he got
John
a
to
call
the sideline.
Okay.
He got called to the sideline. We got McIntyre split wide left. I believe that's Stempic wide right. Vaccaro and McFerrin in the backfield. Penny keeps the ball. Gets possibly 3 or 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd and about 5 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half.
Now this is where it gets tricky here. You got a 3rd and 5. Ball's on the 20.
Well, they're in 2-down territory, 4-down territory. So you know they got 2 chances here to get 5 yards. Again, it looks like a pass. You know,
he's got McIntyre there.
Split wide left again. Stempic wide right. Maybe waiting for a long count here to pull him off. Penny's going to keep the ball himself, and he's going to get the 1st down.
That's a good call. Good call there, Mike.
Yeah, nice run by Penny, and he gets his 1st down. And
well, the other thing, he gets out of bounds and stops the clock. Keeps the drive going, so you're down to 2:10. There's still plenty of time.
Gets time to shuffle over to the sideline, talk to the coach.
So they're looking at the ball on the 15-yard line, and we got.
Well, actually, Mark, we're on the 10. Or no.
Oh, it's on the 6. Okay, it's
on the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. 1st and goal on the 6-yard line. And Rutland has sustained a good drive here.
They certainly have, and they've used the main thing is the clock. And
okay, now
timeout now.
Because timeout Rutland, so we're going to take a short break and we'll be back. Rutland has 1st and 6 here, Gavin. We were paying attention. 1st and about goal on their own 6-yard line. And Rutland's had some success moving the ball here in this last series. We got Stempic split wide left.
Get a long count.
A long count here. I think they're going to try to pull BFA off. They don't do it, but it's a handoff to McFerrin, and McFerrin is a touchdown.
There you go. Well, that was a good call, Mike.
It was. McFerrin hasn't had too much opportunity this year running the ball, and did a good job there. I don't think they expected him to get it. I think they were keying on Frankie, and touchdown for Rutland. Well, that ties the game at 14. Rutland has the opportunity here to go ahead, and
again, the key, I keep going back, is the time. You're down to 2 minutes. They started that drive with about 5:45 left in the quarter.
Right.
And well executed.
Okay, Rutland is going to go for the extra point here with Jeff McFerrin kicking and Ben Anderson holding. And it looks like it's going to be good, and it is. And we got a 15-14 ball game, folks. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Hey, folks, we're back here at St. Albans, where the Bob Whites are hosting the Rutland Raiders. The Rutland Raiders just went ahead 15-14 on a sustained drive here late in the 2nd quarter, and Rutland is kicking off to BFA. Who's back there for BFA, Mark? Can you tell?
Well, I'll tell you, your guess is as good as mine.
It's a nice kick, and looks like it was bobbled once. And
look out!
Looks like BFA's going to go all the way. It was tripped up on the 30-yard line. Only 5 seconds. Doesn't look like that clock ran at all there, Mark.
No, it didn't. A little discussion there. I didn't know whether the ball carrier had gone out of bounds there when he fumbled the ball before he started upfield, but obviously not.
Well, the minute 55 left in the 2nd half here, and BFA just took it for about 70 yards.
That's Aaron Pyre on the return there, Mike, for BFA.
About a 60-yard John here, and BFA comes up to the ball with 1st and 10 on the Rutland 30-yard line. And the BFA in the last 2 series haven't had much success with Rutland, and Rutland needs to beef it up right here. Right up the middle. Oh, 5 yards on the carry.
Well, that Raider defense is going to be tested here now. They got
minute and a half left in the first half, and
well, the Raiders may have the clock in their favor going into the half here. Let's see.
But you know, again, BFA's only got 25 yards. 25 yards to cover here in a minute and 17 seconds. Get handoff on the left side, and he's going to be pushed way out.
Good tackle.
Tackle by number 23, Jeff McFerrin.
That's a nice tackle, Mike, there.
Well, they were able to keep the play, work that play out towards the sideline and give those inside linebackers time to come up. And McFerrin
that was nice.
did a good job that time.
Kept stringing them out,
Yep.
and he came up, made the nice hit, and that was it.
If he could have kept them in bounds, he'd been all set.
So there's one for the Bob Whites.
Right.
They got the clock on that one.
Okay, 3rd and about 5 on the 25-yard line. BFA hauling it out. Hand off to number 26. I take that back. Faked me out. But it was right up the middle. Right up the middle. It wasn't Hawkins because Hawkins is 26. So not sure who it was. 22.
Yeah, that's Pyre.
Aaron Pryor. And it's going to be a timeout for, I think it's a timeout. Hold on. I see Coach Mike Norman coming out the field, so we're going to take a short break, folks, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back, folks. BFA has got 58 seconds here, and they're on their own 25-yard line. 4th and about 5. Rutland needs to hold them right here to get the ball back. And they're going to go to the right side. It's first down, BFA. The clock, 51 seconds. The clock didn't move. The clock didn't move at all.
The clock didn't move. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Okay, it's starting to move now. Okay, 1st and 10 on the Rutland 15-yard line. Handoff right up the middle. Saving tackle by number 17. I believe that was Pat Dwyer.
Well, they're using Aaron Pyre again for BFA. He's pretty much doing the bulwark here, Mike.
2nd and about a yard. 29 seconds. Clock has not stopped, and timeout, Rutland. So I guess, folks, we're going to take another short break, and we'll be back.
Save the tape.
Okay, we're back here, folks. 29 seconds left. BFA is on the 7-yard line, 6 or 7-yard line. 2nd and about 2, and with 29 seconds left in the first half. Handoff right up the middle, and maybe a yard on the carry, and the clock continues to run. And timeout.
It looked like
I don't know if it's a timeout or just.
Well, you signaled timeout, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a timeout. So we're gonna break again here.
Well, we got,
hey, folks,
some discussion here.
We got
Mike.
some discussion here. I'm not sure what's going on, but I thought they called a timeout, but the referee wouldn't give them a timeout. But now they want to measure. They called for a measurement, and
okay, now they give BFA a timeout.
I guess it was measured. So we're going to take another break. We'll be back. Okay, folks, we're back here with 22 seconds left in the first half. Rutland's ahead 15-14. We're at St. Albans, and where the Bob Whites are threatening right on the 5-yard line of Rutland with 1st and 10. We've had a
kind of a strange
situation. I'm not sure how. I think the coach from BFA wanted the timeout, but then he asked for a measurement. But anyways, here we are, first and goal on about the 5-yard line, and this is Rutland's got 22 seconds to hold these guys back. Pitch out to the right side, and touchdown, BFA.
Now that's Hawkins again for BFA, Mike.
Yeah, he's been doing a bang-up job in there for BFA, and they that time they went over the right side. I guess they haven't had any. Hasn't made any difference which side they've been going to here in the last 2 or 3 series. They've been trying both sides, and they took it wide and
basically beat his defenders. That was basically it. He got around the corner there, was able to get in the end zone, and seesaw battle, Mike, at this point.
Yeah. Okay, they're going to go for the conversion. In Hawkins. I'm not sure, again, who else in the backfield. They got a man in motion, a handoff. No, he's going to go for the pass. And it was knocked down.
Nice play there, Mike. Not sure who made it there for the Raiders. Looked like Jacob Conway was over
that's
there.
Conway. And they salvage a 20-15 deficit right now, Rutland does. They got 17 seconds. doesn't take Frankie 17 seconds to run from one end of the field to the other. So
that's true. We'll have to see what
transpires here. So we're going to take, take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, folks, we're back here at St. Albans, where the Bobwhites just scored from 5 yards out, and they lead 20-15. Getting ready here to kick off to Rutland, and Mark and I are anticipating an onside kick here, and it is.
Oh, it's a squibbler.
And picked up by Ben Anderson. Ben takes it left and then right.
Come on.
Ben's got some room, but and
you know,
he makes it to the 42-yard line.
You got to watch that clock. Ben went down and with about 11 seconds left, and we lost a second right there. So.
Yeah. Well, Rutland has first and 10 on their own 42-yard line, and Penny's got the wind to his back, so don't be surprised if he goes deep on as many plays as he can. Whistle blew, and he's only got 4 seconds left, and he's gonna get one play off, and he's gonna go long, and it's going to go over the top of Stempik's head, and that's the end of the first half, folks, where the BFA Bobwhites lead the Rutland Raiders 20-15, and we'll be back.
You're watching Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television, your only source for local news, sports, and entertainment.
Okay, everybody, we're back here at St. Albans, where we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter, and the Rutland High Red Raiders find themselves down here by 5, 20-15 to the Bobwhites of BFA. First half, Mike, pretty interesting. Raiders got behind. Frankie Vaccaro pulled them right back in there, made it 6-6, and then the Bobwhites went back with the lead, made it 14-6, and then the Raiders scoring in the second quarter there to bring them back closer, and the Bobwhites getting that touchdown in the late in the second quarter there, actually the closing seconds, to put themselves up by 5 here.
Well, go ahead, Mark.
I like the way the Raiders offensively have called their plays. They're mixing it up with the runs and the short passes, but they need to stiffen up a little bit on defense. You can't let the Bobwhites come down the field and score every time they got the ball, though.
Well, you know, the big play, it was a big play. It was a kickoff. Rutland had that runner back on the 10 or 15-yard line. He somehow got away from a couple of tacklers and went all the way to the 30-yard line. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had time to go back.
All right, nice. There's the kick by Jacob Conway.
Out of the end zone.
And that baby's gone.
He had the wind in his back that time.
So that may be advantage. Now, when they switched here for the fourth quarter, the Raiders will have, or actually the Bobwhites will have the advantage of the win. Yeah. So I don't know what their kicking game looks like as far as field goals and the like, but at any rate, the Bobwhites will go to work here first and 10, and they'll start on their own 20-yard line here. The Raiders down by 5, 20-15. One thing, at least the Raiders have been in the game the whole night, and I think
it's been a seesaw battle, like you said, and one of these teams are going to have to show up on defense and see if they can't hold the other one off.
That's the key. Okay, this is see, get his name here. Saragusa, I believe, is the quarterback for BFA, and nothing doing there.
Gang tackling there by Rutland. They got Barassa and Barajiklian in on the tackle, along with
looked like Pyre there was the ball carrier for the Bobwhites. They use Pablo Pyre and the other fellow there, Chris Hawkins, or Chad Hawkins for BFA in the backfield. So the Raiders snuff out the first down, 2nd and 10 here for the Bobwhites, the ball on their own 20-yard line. And Matt Saragusa is the quarterback.
Come on!
And he got a couple of yards, and then he was dropped back there by the Raider defense. Not sure, Mike.
Getting Barajiklian on the tackle here.
He got help from Brent Bliss there, also number 3 for the Raiders. So that brings up a 3rd down, and
well, Rutland needs to get fired up on defense. I think that that big offensive line of BFA has kind of pushed them around there on that on the inside, and that's where they need to make a stand. Those front 4
well, this
to
is
keep that play, push that play out, and give the inside linebackers time to come up and make the tackle.
3rd and 10 here. Saragusa in the handoff, and right up the middle. Look out! This is Aaron Pyer, and he gets over midfield, still on his feet. Finally, Frank Vaccaro brings him down at the 30-yard line.
A little hesitation in the backfield. Gave those front linemen of BFA time to make the block, and Pryor just came out of nowhere, broke one tackle, and he was gone once he got on that secondary. And thanks to Frankie Vaccaro, saved a touchdown.
Saved a touchdown for the Raiders, and now they're going to have to stop him here, Mike. Like you said, he came out of nowhere, just shot right out of a cannon there.
Yep.
That Aaron Pyer, and he puts the Bob Whites in good shape here, just short of the Raider 30. Siragusa barking him on here. There's a pitch back to Hawkins. He's coming this side, and he's taken out of bounds there by number 51.
Well, Brent Bliss was on a blitz and just missed the running back, or he would have been taken down for a loss. Well, he was taken down for a loss anyways. It would have been a bigger loss.
He had Barassa step back, and it looked like Anderson come over to help out on that play too.
You know, Rutland needs, just looking at some of the things they've done, they need to get someone out in that backfield to stop this round end run. I mean, they're just having a tough time. You know, they're getting a few good blocks, so they're not passing. So they just need to bring some of those safeties up, some of those cornermen, and just keep this play outside. They seem to be going to the same place every time.
That time, 31. There's a new. That's a new number. That's Dave Reynolds in the ball game for BFA, the ball carrier. But they shut him down that time. It brings up a 3rd and 10 here, Mike, for the Bob Whites. The ball on the Raider 32-yard line. 9:50 left. Third quarter action. 20-15. BFA over the Raiders here. Not live, but coming to you from St. Albans. It's live now, but Siragusa, the quarterback, takes the snap. He dropped it, picked it up, gives it to Pyer, and he's working along the side.
Nothing going.
Finally pulled down. Good play there defensively by the Raiders. Let's see who gets off. Anderson. And let's see, also...
It's like 70. Do we have a 70?
Yep, that's Frank Parisi out there.
Parisi, yep. Comes Leonard Downey in. Frank Parisi out. And the fourth down, a big fourth down here for Rutland. If they can hold BFA right here, they'll be doing a good job. Is there a penalty on the play? Or
I don't know. There seems to be some discussion there.
I didn't see a flag. No, they're putting the ball right back where it was. And away they're going to go.
We're going to start the clock. We've got about 9 minutes left here.
Big play.
4th and 10, they're going for it, Mike. Here. This is a big play. Well, obviously they feel confident. First pass of the night, and he throws it. Siragusa, nothing doing.
No flags on the field, so it looks like Rutland will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Well, they had
25.
Paul Talley out there, the tight end for BFA, and he was trying to hook up with him. He overthrew the receiver, so with 8:47 left, the Raiders will take over here. They'll have a 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. It's 20-15, BFA on top. Third quarter action from St. Albans here. Well, this is a key series here for the Raiders, Mike. 8:47, you got some time on the clock now in the third quarter, and they really need to get something going here.
They need to put together a series like they did in that second quarter, and eat up some clock and work their way down there to the end zone.
All right, Penny drops back. He's got plenty of time. He's looking downfield, and still on his feet.
Almost a late hit there, I would
say.
It
looked close to a late hit, Mike.
No flag. Well, Penny gets a couple yards on the carry.
Well, he got himself out of trouble. Not really sure. I was watching.
Closer to 3-4 yards.
Yeah. Could have been worse, actually.
Yes, yeah, could have. He was certainly looked like he was going to be stopped there in the backfield. So good hustle there by Brian Penny to turn it into a.
Okay, Aspinwall up over the ball now for the Raiders. 8:07 left. 20-15. BFA on top here. Brian Penny, the quarterback. He's got. Well, now we got a whistle. Delay a game, I believe, Mike, is a call against Rutland.
Yeah.
So the Raiders with too much time, and we're down to 7:58 here in the third quarter.
some of the old habits creeping back in here in the second half. They get something positive, and then something negative starts. Comes back at them. They need to try to stay away from those penalties.
Need to get a good drive going here. Brian Penny, the quarterback. He's got Carl in the backfield. Stempeck in motion now. Penny rolls right, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. He fumbles the ball, but it's recovered by the Raiders.
I believe the ground caused the fumble, so so they're faced with a big third down play here.
That's a big play, 3rd and 11 now. The ball on their own 34 here, and nothing's been able to gel here for the Raiders thus far in this quarter here. Into the ball game, Tom Ferrani for the Raiders, and out is number 33. That's Chris Mayhew for the Raiders. You got Stempeck now, who's wide left. Ferrani wide right. Penny barks him out. And the pitch goes to Vaccaro. He's up. Look out! Frankie Vaccaro still on his feet. He's gone. We're looking at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Raiders. Frank Vaccaro.
Flag on the play here, Mark. Mark. Flag on the play, but I believe it was against BFA pushing from behind.
Now let's hold the phone here. Let's hope so. There it is.
Yeah, they're clapping. I saw that. That was right out there. That was a flagrant push from behind.
All right, so that'll stand then. The Raiders. Frank Vaccaro. And I'm not sure where that. Boy, this is a barn burner tonight, Mike.
80-yard jaunt by Frank Vaccaro. That biggie for the night. And once he gets out into that, out into the secondary, he's a tough guy to catch.
So forget it.
Yeah.
Say goodnight. So the Raiders back on top, 21-20, and that extra point now, that may come into play here. You remember back when they got the extra point, made it 15-14. So now
they're going to go for the conversion now.
Okay, they're going for 2 here. Brian Penny leads them out. And the handoff for Carl going in. Boy, it looks close.
No,
he didn't make it. Didn't make it. That's a tough play right there.
Yeah, it was. That was a tough play.
Both teams come up the field, and the score now with 6:57 left, 3rd quarter, the Raiders 21 and the Bob Whites 20. We'll be back. 3. Hey, back at St. Albans, Mark Carboneau along with Mike Coloutti, and the second half here we've got Ernie Sule on the camera. Brian Mayhew getting the rest here in the second half. He's down on the sidelines with Rick. 6:57 left, 3rd quarter action. It's 21 for the Raiders and 20 for the Bob Whites.
Well, quite a jaunt there by Frankie Vaccaro. 70-yard jaunt, and it brings Rutland ahead halfway through this 3rd quarter.
All right, here's Jake Conway with the boot. That's a beauty. Going to go out of bounds here, right?
It's going to bounce, flag on it, so they're going to have to kick off again, I believe. Just missed the. It was probably a few feet. It was a few feet outside, out of bounds. If it had bounced in bounds, it would have been
a super kick. Then would have put the Bob Whites in trouble down there.
Yeah.
The Raiders coming back up the field, so they'll try it again here. 6:57 left, 3rd quarter action. This one's been a doozy, Mike.
It sure has.
Back and forth here.
It's been certainly an offensive game here, and big plays. The big play for the Bob Whites there late in the 2nd quarter. Not sure who it was. Again, we're having trouble with the numbers out here, folks. But ran it back for a kickoff or the punt. It was a kickoff. It was a kickoff for about 60-70 yards. Set them up for their touchdowns before the end of the half. And here, early in the quarter, Frankie Vaccaro breaks it for about 60-70 yards. So this has been big plays.
It's been a game of big plays, Mike, like you said. And now the Raiders will get ready to kick it off again here. Jake Conway, a sophomore on the Raider varsity this year, and he's getting ready to do the boot. And there it is, another good one here. He's going to take a bounce. And he's down right there. Boy, the Raiders got a break. No, wait a minute. The play's still going.
Yes.
He's down back there. They got to call him down back there, Mike. I don't understand that.
I didn't see it, Mark. Did he have the ball when his knee went down?
He had the ball down. He had the ball, and the knee went down at the same time. He's got to be down. Boy, that's a strange play. I've never seen that happen before. Unbelievable. They let him get away with that one. Well, let's see. Where was the ball? The ball was, he picked up the ball about the 15-yard line.
About the 15-yard line. So that was additional 5.
Well, I'll tell you, they got a break
25
there.
yards.
Well, at any rate, it's 1st and 10 for the Bob Whites. We got 6:37 left, and they go to work here. And the handoff goes to Pye. Aaron Pyer works his way up. Boy, that still baffles me, that play down there. He was definitely down, and now that
I wasn't really watching him. I was watching for his blocking to get set up, so I didn't really catch him. But I heard a few people from the crowd yelling the same thing, Mark. So you weren't alone.
Well, if that's the case, they would have had the ball way back between
10 and
15-yard line. So here's the 2nd down, and the give here. Look out! Well, they had him there, and finally they put him down.
Well, that was Brent Bliss holding him back here until he got some help from McFerrin and Conway.
McFerrin and Conway to come in to help Brent Bliss on the play, and the Raiders snuffed that one out.
Well, it seems like Bliss is coming up a little quicker on these plays now. I don't know if he's blitzing in or if they're just giving him the okay to just go to the backfield at all times.
Hey, we got number 83 in there for the Raiders, Mike.
John Watson.
Johnny Watson's in there replacing Brent Bliss at that position, and it's a 3rd and 4 yards to go. There's the give, and they got him back.
Yes, Leonard Downey on the tackle along with Mark Barassa.
Barassa and Downey on the play. Nice job by the Raiders. And now the Bob Whites are looking at a
4th down right now.
4th and about 4. Actually, it's more than 4 because there was a loss on the play.
Yeah, it was 4th and about 12 or 13, and Mike Stempik will drop back for the punt.
Well, we got Stempik back in to receive the punt here for the Raiders. It's 4th and 7. The ball on the BFA 38. Look
flag.
at that. I don't know what happened there.
Well, they roughing on the kicker. That's going to. He was right there on the ball, but he didn't touch the ball. All he got was the kicker. So it's going to be
see, that's a tough break for the Raiders.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty and goal on about the 40-yard line.
That's a tough break. That's going to get the ball right back to the Bob Whites here, and they got 4:37 left in this 3rd quarter, Mike. 21-20. The Raiders on top. This is a big one. This is going to put the ball just about at the 46-yard line of Rutland. Well, they had the right idea, but unfortunately, like you said, if you get a piece, you don't get the ball.
You don't get the ball,
and kicker.
Although the ball did go short, so it's hard to say if they got the ball or not.
I don't know. I think there's a couple of calls I really have to question tonight. Really.
Well, it's been a little bit shaky here.
1st and 10, the middle. There goes, and this is Pyer with the ball for BFA. Brought down here by number 24, Vaccaro.
Vaccaro and Dana Atwood.
And now they're starting to run off of big chunks here, Mike.
Pyer, once he gets in the open field, he's no slouch either.
He's got some speed.
He's got some speed.
So we got a 1st and 10 for the Bob Whites. The ball on the Raider 24 here. 4:22 left. 3rd quarter action from St. Albans. The Raiders up 21-20 here at this point. Siragusa, the quarterback. Got Pyer in the backfield. Here's got a man in motion. We got movement.
Looks like it's against BFA, Mark. So that'll send them back 5 yards. Another break for Rutland.
I'd like to send them back 5 years. So a flag on the play drops the ball back just about to the 30-yard line. The Raider 30. Time ticking away in the 3rd quarter. We're down to 3:58 now. The Raiders up 21-20. Siragusa, the quarterback for the Bob Whites. He's got Pyre in the backfield, and the give is to Pyre, the first man through. Nothing doing there. And Ben Anderson and
Jacob Downey.
Leonard Downey.
Leonard Downey. Big Leonard.
I tell you, Leonard's a big boy, but he is quick on his feet.
Sure is.
He just shot right through that time, boy, and he put the Bob Whites
Rutland's
flat on the back.
Rutland's got their corners cheating up, with the work that BFA did on him on the first half, and not going to the air very much. They decided to bring those corners up close to the line of scrimmage and try to cut those ends off, because that's where they've been doing all their work, right over the tackle in the end.
I think it's worked. They've made the adjustment. I think to some extent it has worked. Unfortunately, you are going to get burned at times when you do that. But
again,
there's
Pyre,
a foul right up the chute there, and it goes to Pyre, and he gets inside the Raider, about the 23. So we're looking at third and
about 10.
Third and 10, the ball on the Raider 24 to be exact. 2:40 left in the third quarter here. The Raiders up 21-20.
With BFA knocking on the door, big run back by Pyre on the kickoff, and set this drive up.
This is a big play here defensively, Mike, for the Raiders. A big stand.
Of course, they're in 4-down territory, so they got 2 to get to that 10 yards.
Got a man in motion. There's they stopped them. Let's see who made the stop on. I
believe that was Bliss from behind. Some help by Conway.
Oh yeah, Jake Conway in there making the stop. So that's now here's the situation. They had a 4th and 10 before.
It's 4th and 5 now.
Now we got a 4th and 5. You're looking over the sidelines here.
Well, who would you give it to?
Well,
I would give it to Pyre, wouldn't you?
You got to give it to Pyre. He's been the bulwark.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's done the bulwark for the Bob Whites down to this point. So Siragusa barks him out. This could be a key play in the game,
and it gives it to Pyre, and he does not get the first down.
Well, the Raider defense rises to the occasion. We got McFerrin, Downey, and they made the stop on Aaron Pyre, and Pyre's still slowly getting up here.
Yeah, well, they twisted him around when they took him down, and he's getting up awful slow. Is there a flag on the play? I see a flag right down there, Mark, next to that referee's foot, or is that where he marks the ball?
Geez, I'm not sure. I didn't see it go down. There is a flag down there.
Sure does look like a flag. That could be where he marked the ball. Usually they don't use a flag to mark, though. There's a timeout. I see a couple helmets come off, so.
All right, we got a.
Yeah, that's a.
Okay, we'll take an injury timeout here.
Oh, there's a penalty, I believe.
Well, we'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back, folks. Back at St. Albans, 21-20 here. The Raiders with the lead, and on the last play from scrimmage there, the stop was made by the Raiders, but unfortunately they picked up a penalty at the same time. So now they're looking at the ball was moved back. The Raiders will get the ball though, Mike. Interesting call here. They did call a penalty against the Raiders.
Oh, it must be after the play?
It was after the play, so the Raiders will take over first and 10 on their own. They got first and 20, but it's got to be a first and 10.
No, it is first and 20 because they're back 5 yards. And they just pulled BFA offside, so.
Well, that'll take up some of that right there.
That'll take up to 5 yards. They
You're
lost.
Right, it was a first and 20, so.
I'm wondering just what that penalty was.
Well, we didn't get a call. There was no signal from the official. Shades of the freshman game the other night.
Yeah. Or if they did give a signal, I didn't see it. But now they have first and about 12, so they're in a little bit better shape.
Clock is running. We're down to 1:08 here in the third quarter. The Raiders on top, 21-20. Be a first and 15. The ball is on the 14-yard line of the Raiders. Brian Penny barking them out here. And the give goes to, looks like Jeff McFerrin, still on his feet, still going, giving a stiff arm, and he's still down there.
Nice run by Jeff McFerrin. He just breaks over that right side, and he broke about 3 tackles on his way to the 50 or about the 55 or 45-yard line.
Now the Raiders are in good shape. That's probably the nicest run by Jeff this season thus far, and
he had a nice touchdown run earlier in the game.
That's right.
About 10 or 15 yards.
But he made some nice moves, and he was able to fight his way down there. And like you said, the ball is basically just over the.
About 45
oh, wait a minute! Now they're moving it back.
Those are the boy.
Oh, we got a penalty. I didn't see a flag down, but
No,
oh man,
that had to be a big one. He was on the 45. He was taken out at the 45-yard line. The ball was now on the opposite 40-yard line.
Had to be a personal foul.
That's a 15-yard penalty, either face mask or clipping or something.
So the Raiders here are in real good shape. They got a 1st and 10, and the ball is just shy of that 40-yard line, or Bob White 40. Brian Penny, the quarterback. 45 seconds left, 3rd quarter here. Handoff goes to Stempeck. Stempeck still on his feet, and he's inside the 20-yard line of BFA.
Coach, flag on the play after the play.
Late flag coming down, Mike. What?
Yeah. And it looks like it's against Rutland. They're pointing towards Rutland.
Looks like he pointed towards the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know. But if it's against Rutland, it's going to nullify that play. I think there's some emotions flying here, Mark. You know,
definitely. There's something. I'm
on both sides of the ball, not just one side, but on both sides of the ball.
Brent Bliss, one of the Raider captains.
Well, they're moving the.
He doesn't want to talk to him. The official pushes Brent Bliss away. Now they're coming back this way.
Yeah, They're back to about the 30-yard line. 35-yard line.
Well, it looked like he turned to the sideline, so it must have been unsportsmanlike conduct against the Raider, the bench. And at any rate, it's a 1st and 10. The ball is on the. Well, it can't be a 1st and 10. It's got to be more than that now.
Yeah, first and
25.
It was after the play. 1st and 25 or 30.
Yeah. Well, and the ball's on the 35.
On the 35, and the first down is on the 10. So that's 25 yards.
So they got to go some.
Yeah. That's a 15-yard penalty, whatever it was.
We got about 18 seconds left in the quarter here. Penny barking them out. And we got some movement on the Raider line, so that's going to cost him even more.
Be interesting to, if you could, figure out just how many yards we had on penalties tonight. I bet you we had as many yards on penalties as we did forward progress on both sides of the ball.
Well, that's a good possibility, but it's been a penalty plagued ball game right from the onset, really, on both sides too.
That's right.
The Bob Whites have had their share of penalties also. This one definitely hurts the Raiders, though. They're looking at a 1st and 30 with the ball on the 40, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score from St. Albans, the Rutland High Red Raiders 21, and the Bob Whites of BFA 20. And that'll do it for 3rd quarter. We'll be back.
4, 3. Okay, folks, we're back here at St. Albans, where the Rutland Red Raiders are hosted by the BFA Bob Whites. Rutland leads 21-20. It's Mike Coloutti along with Mark Carboneau and Ernie Sule at the camera. And Rutland is on the 40-yard line. BFA's 40, 1st and 10. Or I take that back, 1st and about 30, aren't we, Mark?
Yeah, 1st and 30, Mike. Yep.
There's been a strange, number of penalties on both sides of the ball here, but Rutland will start here this 4th quarter, 1st and about 30 on the BFA 40.
Big series for the Raiders.
Hand off to Jeff McFerrin, and McFerrin grinds out about 5 yards. Rutland's starting to use all their running backs in the second half. McFerrin's been carrying. Stempeck just had a nice run for about 35-40 yards. Frankie Vacarles had some nice runs, so they're starting to mix it up a little bit, and BFA is not going to be able to key on Frank Vacar all the time.
I think you got to do that, Mike. I think eventually, they're going to smarten up and going to say, hey, 24, there's your man. So you've definitely you've got to go with. And let's face it, we've definitely got the backs to use. So get him in there and then let him run.
So we got a 2nd about 25. I was going to say he's going to have to go to the air here pretty quick. Pass to Bliss. Bliss almost a 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 or 4 yards.
That's a big one, Mike.
That was Penny is throwing into the. No, he's throwing. Yeah, into the wind. Where's the wind coming from?
Well, he's throwing into it now.
He's throwing into it now. Yeah. It's right at our backs, isn't it, Mark? Or is it at our face here? I can't tell.
It feels like it's balls.
Yeah, it's swirling all over the place. So, but I guess he's throwing right into the wind now. The wind has been Has been from our right, from right to left here most of the game, but some sort of a diagonal.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to score too early, though. You want to run some time off that clock.
Well, I think they need to score any time they can at this point. It's been such a scoring game. Hand off to Jeff McFerrin up the middle, and I think McFerrin is just short of first down, although someone over on the sidelines...
Actually, it was Vaccaro.
Was it Vaccaro? Yep. Okay.
Kind of tough to see the numbers now at this angle.
First down for Rutland, and Conway comes in, and not sure who that is going out.
I didn't catch the number there going out, Mike.
Yeah, I think it was Watson. Okay, 1st and 10 on the 9-yard line. McFerrin and Conway, I believe, in the backfield, along with Stepik. And Penny's going to take it wide right. He's going to get a block by McFerrin, and it's going to be
that was close.
A yard shy of a touchdown. One nice block by Jeff McFerrin on that right side, but he only was able to take care of one defense.
Well, 2 ended up on the ground. That was some block by McFerrin. He just laid, looked like 52, I think it was.
Yeah.
62, one of those.
So they're going to have 2nd and goal on about the 1-yard line. Mike Stepik in, along with Ben Anderson, and Downey is in on this play, Mark.
They're going to give the ball to Jacob, or
Leonard Downey.
No.
I think they'll probably go right over the top of Leonard,
they're going his side. You can bet on that.
Look for the play, Frankie Vaccaro right over the top of Leonard Downey.
There you go.
You know, it's Mike Stepik, touchdown, Rutland.
And they went over Downey.
Yep. Leonard's jumping up and down. You know, he had the key block there.
Well, that was a nice play. Nice series there by the Raiders, Mike.
They mixed it up good. They had one nice pass, 3 or 4 nice runs, and Rutland puts it in with 9:48 left in the 4th quarter. Rutland leads 27-20, and they're going to go for, at this point, we're not sure.
I don't know. What do you think? You go for the one and play it safe, or?
Well, they haven't been successful. Well, they have. They've been successful once.
The most they can do right now, BFA comes back, and the most they can do is tie you, right?
That's true. Well, no, they can go for a conversion.
Well, they can go for 2, but the most they're still going to. That's true.
Well, they're going to go for the conversion anyways here. They're going to go for the 2-pointer. So Rutland would always be up ahead by 1 point if they were to convert here. Going to go to Stepik again. Stepik gets no.
Well, they say no. Boy, he was awful close.
He was, but he didn't make it. And Rutland leads here with 9:48 left in the 4th quarter, 27-20. We'll be back here for the kickoff shortly. Okay, folks, we're back here in St. Albans where Rutland Raiders lead the Bob Whites 27-20, and Conway ready to kick here into the win.
Well, that's a good one, considering
it's bouncing, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a flag here the way they're throwing flags. BFA is going to take over on their own 25-yard line, 25 or 26.
Well, they've got plenty of time. There's 9:48 left here, and the Raiders up by 7. And the way that the Bob White offensive machine's been rolling along here, look for Pryor to get most of the calls here coming in, Mike.
I'm not sure. Was Pryor out there on that defensive squad? No, he got hurt on one of those series of downs.
It looks like he's back in there in the backfield.
Well, BFA comes up with the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Pryor, and the handoff to 26 and taken down by number 24, Frank Vaccaro in the backfield. And there's a flag on the play.
Well, naturally. We can't have a play without a flag here. Now this, I don't know which way this is going to go. This is a hold.
Holding on.
There you go. Well, that time Rutland, it worked in the Raiders' favor that time.
Rutland could decline it. Would make 2nd down and about 12 or 13. If they take the penalty, it'll be 1st and even longer yardage. They haven't decided yet. I guess they have now.
I guess they're going to. He's going the wrong way. We got to go that way with it.
Well, they took the penalty.
Well, I think that's a good call because
it pushes them back. It's 10 yards, so it pushes them way back.
You want to keep them as far away from the end zone as possible at this point. 9:29 left here, 4th quarter action.
Okay. Okay, St. Albans now has first and about 20, 25 yards, pushed back to their own 11 or 12 yard line on a holding call. Saragusa quarterback pitches out to Pryor. Pryor takes it around the right end.
Well, they contained it pretty well that time, Mike.
Number 20 coming in for BFA, Patrick Usline. Is that Usline, isn't it?
Usline, yep.
Usline. Patrick Usline. 26, Chad Hawkins coming out. I can see the numbers a lot better now that they're facing us. Although I can't see my sheet very good now that I can see the numbers on the field. I can't see it in my sheet here.
I don't know why. Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, no. Second and about 15. BFA backed up to their own 20-yard line or 15-yard line, and it doesn't look like there's any room there for them.
Well, that looked like, let's see,
Conway and McFerrin on the tackle, and that was either Pryor or Aaron Pryor on the carry, about a yard on the carry.
The Raiders doing a nice job defensively here in this set, Mike.
Okay, it's third and about 11 yards, folks. St. Albans on their 25-yard line. Saragusa up to the ball, drops back, he's going for the pass. It's going to go long, and it's going to be long.
That was long, wasn't it? Again, he was going for number 80 out there.
That's Mike Hakey. And that's only the second or third pass that BFA has thrown tonight.
I think that's the problem when you're a run-oriented team, and then when it gets time to put the ball up, you're not accustomed to doing it, and it's going to work against you eventually.
Okay, BFA's got a punt here, folks. Backed up on their 25-yard line, fourth and about 11. Mike Stempick and McIntyre.
Yeah, Ryan
McIntyre back to take the punt, and almost tipped by...
That's Stempick with it.
Yeah, nice block. Stempick gets about 5, and he's taken down right there at about the 48-yard line. And Rutland will take over.
Well, the Raiders are in good shape, and what you want to do now is stay on the ground. And,
they want to keep the ball on the ground, keep it moving, eat up the clock.
Yep.
Eat up that clock, eat up another 4 or 5 minutes if you can, and put it in the end zone. And that'll make it a lot more comfortable for this team going into the last series if they can do this.
You know, it's windy up here, Mike, but I don't know why Jack Healy doesn't like coming up here. I don't think it's too bad.
No, it's not. And we're outside.
That's
Mark.
right. We're on the bleachers here. No problem.
So Jack will be glad to hear that he was such a good game. Okay, folks, first and 10 on the own 48-yard line. Hand off to Vaccaro. Vaccaro up the middle.
Well, that was a quick opener there, Mike.
It was. And Vaccaro gets about 3 or 4 yards on the carry. Second and about 6 or 7.
Now we got about 7:07 left in the ball game, Mike, and I think if the Raiders can use the ball control here, they'll be in pretty good shape.
Okay, Rutland's coming all over the ball. Vaccaro and McFerrin in the backfield. Stempick split right. Penny Collins shots. McFerrin Stempick in motion to the right. Hand off to McFerrin up the middle, and he gets the first down.
Nice job out there. McFerrin here doing a real nice job tonight, Mike, for the Raiders carrying that ball.
Well, Jeff starting to look like he did at this end of the last season. He's had a tough first 2 games.
First couple of games there.
Tough for him. Of course, he was playing, I believe, injured, so it was even harder for him.
He's showing some of that form which we saw last year, like you mentioned.
All right. Okay, first and 10 on the 35-yard line. Rutland in BFA territory. Penny calling out. Stempick in motion to the side. Hands off to McFerrin again. McFerrin.
There he goes.
It's going.
Boy, that's another nice run.
Yeah, McFerrin really doing a great job in here tonight. And there, Rutland gets first and 10 on their own 15-yard line, or the BFA 15-yard line, and Rutland's knocking out the door. They came back in the second half, learned from their mistakes early in the first on defense, held BFA at bay, and they're starting to run the ball real well here in the fourth quarter, doing a good job. Okay, McFerrin and Vaccaro again in the backfield. Stempic split right. First and 10. Stempic in motion. McFerrin takes a shuttle step to the right and gains about 4 or 5 yards on the carry.
Well, the big thing here, that offensive line of the Raiders is just making some good holes for the running backs now. Yep. And they're just, that BFA defense has got to be getting tired here at this point.
Yeah.
5:30 left, Mike, here, fourth quarter.
Well, Rutland can smell a win here, and they're doing a good job. They're keeping the ball moving, like we said. If they can keep the ball moving here and eat up the clock. Of course, 5 minutes is still a lot of time. So. Hand off to Vaccaro. Carl,
see him
no room. No room.
BFA defenders, they're working on the ball, Mike.
Okay, Rutland has a third and about 6.
I think it's time for Brian Penny to run around on this end here. They worked it last time, and it worked to their advantage.
Conway and Anderson in. Watson out, or no, that's not Watson, that's Stempic.
Well, he's got Anderson and Bliss in.
Vaccaro and McFerrin in the backfield. Conway on this side, the wingback position. Hands off to McFerrin. McFerrin takes a shuttle step to the left, and again fights his way close to a first down. And Rutland is faced. They're gonna bring the sticks in here to take a measurement.
Well, this was close, Mike.
4:06 left in the game here, folks. We have Rutland ahead of BFA's 27-20.
You know, this is a big. If the Raiders do hold on here and get the victory, it's a big win not only for the Raiders, their first win of the season, but also because of what Coach Norman had said about BFA. He feels that they're the top team in the North this year.
Yeah.
So that's an extra, feather in the Raiders' cap at this point.
Well, I guess I didn't expect BFA to play as well as they did. Playing a Division III team like Milton, only scoring a couple touchdowns, that says one thing for Milton, that Milton is certainly is improved, in their division. Because this BFA team can move the ball. They've got a good defensive squad. And they can certainly put the points on the board as they showed tonight.
Definitely. And it's hard to figure because you got a team that's going up against them like Mount Anthony last week.
Right.
So it's tough to figure. Mount Anthony, obviously the class of the South so far this year.
Yeah. Okay, Rutland's got first down and goal to goal. Hand off to Stempic. Stempic's going to go around the right side, and he's in there easy for a touchdown.
All right.
Rutland.
Well, that should do that, Mike.
Well, that puts them up. 33-20, and with the conversion, that puts them to 35, or the extra point 34. It's going to be tough for BFA to come back, especially if Rutland plays the defensive game that they've been doing here in the second half. But 3 minutes and 38 seconds, a lot can happen. We've seen that happen a couple of times tonight.
Oh, yeah. You never know.
Doesn't take long for Pryor to run 75, 80 yards for a touchdown, just like Frankie Vaccaro. So we aren't going to close the door on BFA yet because, as you can see, they put some points on the board today, and they can still do it.
Well, I think what this does for the Raiders, it kind of makes the kids believe in themselves, and I think after the first that first game, Hartford snuck up on them, and they started to wonder. They did so well against Nashua in that scrimmage. So they started to wonder exactly what kind of ball club they were, but hey, they played a whale of a game against Brattleboro last week, losing in overtime, and I think this is a confidence builder right here this week.
Oh, sure is, and they need it going into this Mount Anthony game next week.
That's going to be a battle, really.
And I'm sure they know they got their work cut out for them, and this is going to help them get to the point where they feel comfortable playing BFA. Looks like there was a timeout, but they're going to go right. The timeout's almost over, so we're going to stay with you here, folks.
Looks like they're going to go for the extra point.
Extra point now. McFerrin's going to try to kick the extra point. Excuse me. Okay, folks, we got 3:38 left here in the game. We're in St. Albans, where the St. Albans Bob Whites are hosting the Rutland Raiders, and Jeff McFerrin is getting ready to kick the extra point. Ben Anderson holding. It's up, and it's good.
He got it.
So we've got 34. I think.
He doesn't want to put it on the board.
No, well, that's 34, so that's 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. It's going to be tough for BFA to come back and score 2 touchdowns in 3:38, but like we said, it's not impossible. We'll take a short break, folks, and we'll be back here after the before the kickoff. Okay, folks, we're back here at St. Albans, where the Rutland Raiders lead 34-20, and Jake Conway is getting ready to kick off to the Bob Whites. We got Pryor and not sure who is back there for the Bob Whites.
That's a nice boot by Conway, Mike.
That's going to 22, Aaron Pryor. And Pryor taken down by number 34 from Rutland. I believe that was 34. Yeah, that was 34. That was Brian Keefe. Tackled by Brian Keefe. Flag on the play. Looks like it's, well, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. It's against BFA.
It's BFA. They're going to,
not sure if there's any new Rutland players coming in here at this point or not.
well, we got Greg Barajeklian going off the field. I'm not sure. Okay, there he's marking it against. Boy, that's a big one, Mike.
Yeah, another 15-yarder. This really puts BFA under the gun. Okay, folks. Looks like BFA is going to be on their own 17-yard line. 1st and 10. To come out over the ball. And it's going to be handoff to Pryor. He's going to get about 5 yards on the carry as he's stretched almost to the other side of the field. Can't see from here who got the tackle, but they're going in a quick
huddle here,
Mike. Huddle here. No huddle, we should say.
No huddle, that's right.
Calling the plays at the line.
Run and shoot offense here.
Right. You're going to drop back the pass, and ball is tipped out of bounds. Pass intended to number 85, BFA.
Almost caught by Aaron Carboneau on the Raiders sideline here. Slipped out of his hands.
The pass was intended to Paul Talley.
Well, here again, you got to resort to your pass. You're not a passing team, so you're going to have problems.
So it's going to be tough. Yeah. Rutland's safety's dropping way back here, of course. Playing man-to-man, it's going to be a run around the right side, pushed out to the sidelines. The tackle made by
it's Huseline again.
Huseline. Tackle by Jake Conway. And there's 2 minutes and 41 seconds left. Is there a flag on the play here? Or what? No, I guess not.
Yeah, he's making there's a signal.
Well, this game has certainly been plagued with flags.
Penalty against the Raiders. Looked like
I almost think it was a late hit, Mark. Somebody came in and
slapped the side of the helmet or something there.
Yeah.
So this is going to go against the Raiders.
It's a biggie. I think the referees have had more yards gaining yards than both sides of
the game.
Rutland or at BFA.
Right. There's been a slew of flags tonight.
Yeah. Okay. BFA has got the ball on their about the 46 or 7 yard line inside Rutland territory. 1st and 10. 21 in motion, and that's Pryor right up the middle, tackled by Conway. And I'm not sure if it's first down or not, Mark. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is a first down, Mike. So they're hurry up offense here by BFA. 2:22 left here, fourth quarter.
Okay. Gonna drop back for a pass. Need to go long. He's had all day, and then he's going to take it himself. And he's taken down. He gets about 2 yards on the carry.
Now they called, looked like BFA called timeout, Mike.
Yeah. Okay, folks, looks like the timeout, so I guess we'll take a short break. 3. Okay, we're back here, folks. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. BFA has second in about 5 yards on their own Rutland's 35-yard line. Back to pass. Pass complete to down to the 15-yard line.
Like Pyre caught the ball. No, let's see. No, it was
only 6 minutes or 6 seconds. Only 6 seconds come off the clock that time.
Well, he hit Aaron Pyre. The Raiders have to.
First and 10 on Rutland 15-yard line.
They got to be careful here not to give up the touchdown here. The BFA. There's still some time left on the clock.
And they're going to go back to pass. Again, fumble.
That'll do it. It's like the Raiders came up with him. Oh my God, St. Albans got it back. It's like a Raider pounced right on it.
Yeah.
See, he was coming up off the pile there for Rutland.
Okay. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
I thought Mark Barassa had covered the ball for Rutland, but obviously not.
Another timeout. Coach Mike Norman coming out on the field, so we're going to take a short break. Okay, we're back, folks. A minute 48 left. BFA knocking on Rutland's door, attempting to score with a big pass, and it's over the top of the receiver's head, and they'll have third and about 10. Like you said earlier, Mark, BFA not being a passing team, having difficulty hitting their receivers. And Rutland's just kind of sitting back and, saving that touchdown, making sure that they don't score.
Similar to a wishbone run offense, the same thing. Not run, or it's not a pass oriented, so it's tough if you have to play catch-up ball, really.
Okay, third and 10, about the 15-yard line. BFA again trying to score here late in the fourth quarter, and it's a pitcher on the right side, number 20.
Boy, you got some good yardage there. I don't know. It's
I don't know if he got the first down or not. I don't believe he did. So the clock is going to continue to run. Minute 29, and BFA comes up to the line.
That was Hughesline with the ball for BFA, Mike.
Yeah, fourth and about 4, and this is a big play here for Rutland. If Rutland can stop him right here, this is the game. Back to pass. No place to go, and big tackle by Greg Birajiklian, and that's going to do it for BFA. With minute 5 seconds left in the game, Rutland will take the knee a couple times, and that'll probably do it for Rutland. Big play for Rutland there, Mark.
That was a big play, Mike, and pretty much turned the lights out on the Bob Whites tonight. It's been a entertaining game, to say the least. When it was 20-15, I still thought it was anybody's ball game, though, Mike. The Raiders were down by 5, but yet they were not out of the ball game, and they showed a lot of character coming back and putting a couple of scores on the board here in the second half of play, and it's a credit to the guys themselves. The kids just rose to the occasion and did the job.
Hand out to Frankie Vaccaro. Frankie almost, no, it is Frank. Gets to the 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you, if that Bob White defender doesn't put the tackle on him,
he's gonna go again.
Another 6 points for the Raiders there.
That's a timeout, but I think we're going to stick with it here. There's only a few minutes left.
Keep it right here.
If I can get a signal from my cameraman, I'll know whether or not we can do that. We're gonna stay with him, Ernie. There's a timeout. Yeah, we're gonna stay with you here, folks.
37 seconds left, Mike. You're gonna measure here. I think Coach Norman wants to put another one on the board here.
Well, he
might want to send a message to the rest of the teams up here in the north, and not only in the team, but maybe send a little message to Mount Anthony that indeed the Rutland Raiders do have a football team this year. And they do have an offense, and they definitely do have a defense. And anybody that saw that first game against Hartford, this team has come a long way since the opening game against the Hurricanes. So they're improving every week.
Okay, Rutland's going to have second, and they went out and measured. So again, it looks like another timeout here for
that's got to be their that's got to be their final timeout, I think, for BFA. That's the third one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of the crowd from St. Albans still here.
Yeah, that is surprising. With only 37 seconds left, with no chance to win. But that's a supporting crowd.
Well, that's good to see. There was a fairly good-sized crowd from Rutland that came up for tonight's ball game. Again, the Raiders with that tough game against MAU next week. That should be a good one, regardless of the Raiders' record. If they play with the intensity they did tonight, and what they need to do against MAU though is they've got to be mistake-free.
Yeah.
Because you can't beat yourselves if you're going to play Mount. You got to beat Mount Anthony. You can't beat yourself.
This team was fast here. This BFA team. Mount Anthony is even faster.
They are. They're very quick. They're quick on the line, and they beat you to the punch.
Right. The only thing is that Mount Anthony always has had a tough time up in Rutland. Okay, folks, we got second and about 2 feet here. And the ball is going to be given to. I think that's going to about do it, folks. Unless being first down, they gotta stop the clock again. Who's that?
Well, with 31 seconds left.
8 seconds left. I don't know if it's worth leaving your first string in there to get hurt on the last play, but.
Let's see.
See the coaches over on the sidelines kind of throwing their arms up in the air and giving themselves big hugs.
I think Coach Norman finally realized that this game was in the bag, and he waited until 30 seconds left in the game to
before he celebrated.
Right.
I think he even allowed Penny to call his own play. So
I think that was the idea with the arms up in the air. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what McFerrin is doing way back there, but I see.
You got to throw a flag on that one. I mean, come on.
They've been throwing them all night. I don't know why they don't throw that one.
I mean, that's incredible. That's all right,
folks. Rutland 34, BFA 20, and I'd like to say a good job for the Rutland Raiders and BFA. BFA played a well game.
Well, both teams played well, and the Raiders finally getting that win under their belt, Mike, and looking forward to Mount Anthony next week. Pleasure working with you, Mike.
You too, Mark. And
nice job, Ernie and Brian, and we'll see you again down the road.